Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're serious about taking your cybersecurity career to the next level, then you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into one of the most respected hands-on certifications in the entire industry, the GIAC Security Essentials, or as we all know it, the GSEC. Let's get into it and break down exactly what it takes to earn this thing. So, this is the big question, right? In a field that is absolutely packed with talented people, how do you actually stand out from the crowd? How do you prove to an employer that you don't just know the theory, but you can actually get your hands dirty and do the work? Well, that is exactly what we are here to figure out.
And for a lot of people, the answer is the GSEC. Look, this is not just another piece of paper to hang on the wall. This certification is your hands-on credential. It's designed from the ground up to prove you have practical, real-world skills that go way beyond just memorizing a few buzzwords.
So, what is GSEC exactly? Well, it's a top-tier credential from GIS, which, as you probably know, is super closely tied to the SANS Institute, and they're pretty much the gold standard in cyber training. The most important part, though, is that GSEC validates your ability to apply what you know. We're talking about everything from access control and cryptography to actually defending Windows and Linux systems.
And believe me, this certification carries some serious weight. It's recognized everywhere by the military, the government, and top industry leaders. It even meets Department of Defense requirements. But you know what really makes it special? It's that hands-on focus. The exam has these things called cyber live labs, where you're literally working in a virtual machine, proving you can walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
All right, let's pull back the curtain and look at the exam itself. Because once you know the nitty-gritty details, the whole thing starts to feel a lot less intimidating,
So here are the key stats. You're looking at 106 questions, and you've got 4 hours to do them. You need a 73% to pass, and get this, about 10 of those questions are those hands-on cyber labs we just talked about. Oh, and with the exam fees sitting just under $1,000, you really want to make sure your first attempt is your only attempt. Now, you might hear the words open book and think, oh, this will be easy. But trust me, that's a classic trap. You just don't have time to be flipping through books for every single answer. The open book policy is actually a test of how well you've organized your study materials. Seriously, your success pretty much depends on creating a lightning-fast index that lets you find what you need in seconds. So where does the GSEC actually fit in with all the other certs out there? Well, think of it like this. If Security Plus is your entry-level starting point, and the CSISP is for those high-level, experienced managers, GSEC is for the people in the trenches. It's that perfect intermediate step for the technical, hands-on practitioner who wants to prove they have serious operational skills.
Okay, so you're sold on it. How do you actually build a winning strategy to pass? Knowing the exam is one thing, but preparing for it effectively, that's the real game changer. This isn't about studying harder. It's about studying smarter.
And let's be real for a second. Smart prep is absolutely critical, especially when you see that the official SANS training course comes with this price tag. Yikes. That cost, that makes a solid, efficient self-study plan pretty much non-negotiable for most of us.
A really smart plan boils down to these 5 key things. First, you've got to understand the concepts deeply, not just memorize them. You have to get hands-on with labs. That index we talked about, absolutely non-negotiable. And then you've got to use practice exams to find your weak spots and talk with other people in communities who are on the same journey.
I know, that prep work sounds like a lot, and it can be. But what if there was a way to streamline all of this? What if there were modern tools designed to hit every single one of those key prep points? Well, there is. For a hands-on exam like GSEC, the old-school way of just reading a textbook and hoping for the best, it just doesn't cut it anymore. Modern certifications demand a much more modern way to prepare.
So, one example of this new approach is a platform called Flash Genius. It's basically built to be an all-in-one GSEC prep tool. It uses an AI-guided path, so you actually know what to study next. It has realistic exam simulations, so you're not surprised on test day. And it even has an AI-powered review to help you learn from your mistakes instead of just making them over and over.
The whole point of a platform like this is that it adapts to you. It's the total opposite of those old static question banks where you just see the same questions again and again. By personalizing the experience, it makes the whole process way more dynamic and, honestly, a lot more effective.
And you can kind of see how all these pieces fit together, right? The AI path is your roadmap, the exam simulations build your confidence, and the smart review patches up the holes. It's a whole system with one single goal:
making sure you pass. Okay, so let's fast forward. You've prepped smart, you've passed the exam, so what happens next? This, my friends, is where the real value kicks in. Earning your GSEC is all about unlocking real, tangible career opportunities.
A GSEC certification opens up so many doors. We are talking about the most critical, in-demand jobs that keep our digital world safe, from security analyst and engineer to pen tester and forensic analyst. These are the jobs where you get to use those hands-on skills every single day.
And let's talk about the money, because these roles pay really well. The average salary is sitting around $96,000 a year. When you see that number, the return on your investment of time and money becomes crystal clear and fast.
And this chart just shows you the potential for growth. I mean, GSEC is an incredible cert for an analyst role, but it's also the perfect stepping stone to leadership positions, where that earning potential just keeps climbing.
So, at the end of the day, the question isn't just about passing some exam. It's about something bigger. It's about whether you're truly ready to validate your skills and start actively building your future in this incredible field.
The path forward is clear. Prepare smarter, not harder. If you combine your dedication with the right strategies and the right tools, you can walk into that exam and earn your GSEC with total confidence. The opportunity is right there for the taking. Now go get it.